but yet to be determined by the government. I'm Joan Davis. Well, stay tuned for that story.
The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shoshina Rule. As always, it is so great to have you with us. As the government continues to promote advancements in national development, priority is being given to several infrastructural projects. When it comes to Grand Bahama, the government is said to be moving closer to making some important decisions. Joan Davis Roll has our top story.
In an interview with ZNS News while here on Grand Bahama, the Deputy Prime Minister, who also serves as the Minister of Works and Urban Development, gave an overview of a number of projects. Projects from seawalls to the Fishing Hole Road, all involved in the master plan to improve the island of Grand Bahama.
In Grand Bahama, we are looking at some of the infrastructural needs that are urgent. For example, the fire station, a high school in West End, a school in West Grand Bahama, the Smith Stock seawall where that's eroding, the glass not the glass window, sorry, but the Fishing Hole Road. Hoping to get those things there. I've been discussing that today. I visited the Ministry of Grand Bahama and was talking with the Permanent Secretary there and the consultant, Mr. Albert Gray, with a view of seeing how we can incorporate that in those matters in this year's budget. But those are some urgent matters that require urgent attention, and we hope to do that in this budgetary cycle.
Then there is the state of a former resort, a small hotel property which was acquired by the former government to facilitate the expansion of the healthcare system. But instead, the site has not only facilitated, but has become a haven for the criminal element, the homeless and vandals as well. What's happening with the Freeport Inn? I know that was an issue.
Yeah, the Freeport Inn is an issue. That is an assessment is now being carried out on that with a view of seeing whether we can do anything with it as presently exists, or whether we need to demolish it. And I should have that report within the next few days.
Some options, some interest, I understand from Minister of Grand Bahama being shown by the College of the Bahamas, some other entities in
interest is being shown by these entities. However, the question is whether or not the structure as presently exists is suitable for the needs of these entities, and that assessment is being carried out now. We'll know within the next few days whether it is.
Shifting his attention to the upcoming hurricane season, the Deputy Prime Minister says his ministry is doing all in its power to ensure that the country is prepared.
We have to prepare ourselves for the hurricane season. And and in our planning going forward, we also have to take into account not just the fact that the hurricane season is upon us at any given time, but also the effect that the sea level rises will have on our communities, and in particular Grand Bahama, because of the previous encroachment in land and the canals of the dock back in the 50s and 60s. And so we have to now factor all that into account in our future developments.
Joan Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
In other news, Resorts World Bimini is moving ahead with its new port development. The company has received the necessary approval and now has the green light to move forward with the new port, which is projected to significantly enhance the island's economy. The new facility is expected to increase visitor arrivals and promote multiple business opportunities for residents as well. Also, plans continue on South Bimini Airport, where night flights were introduced to the island for the first time several weeks ago. According to Resorts World, employment figures are up with just under 160 Biminites now employed, and more residents are expected to be hired in the coming weeks. The City of Freeport Council holding its final town meeting at the Foster B. Pastina Center last evening. It was an opportunity for residents to get a full and clear understanding of the role of local government, as well as give practitioners the opportunity to share their achievements over the past 3 years. Tonight, the Chief Counselor talks about his stewardship and his hope for local government. Residents on Grand Bahama got the opportunity to hear some of the achievements of the City of Freeport Local Government Council. Chief Counselor Kevin Ferguson telling those in attendance that while the budget was substantially cut over the years, he is proud of the work done during his tenure.
We indicated all of our parks, renovated, upgraded, all of them. All of our bus shelters, upgraded, some new ones because of our plans for the next administration.
He says it was always his vision to fight and ensure that the residents of Freeport got what they deserve.
In my negotiations with the Port Authority as council's liaison for the Port Authority, I would have spoken to the president on numerous occasions with regards to drivable surface roads in Arden Forest, Lincoln Green, and the Fiddler's Green areas.
He says while local government should be void of politics, sometimes it is not. He believes that despite the odds and a mix of persons representing both sides of the political divide, they were able to achieve much.
And I know from time to time you would have heard me raising a little hell about the recent amendments to the Local Government Act. And so our relationship with the Minister for Local Government is a bit strained.
Ferguson believes residents must also fight to empower local government practitioners and shares his hope for the future of local government.
I long to see where we as local government practitioners are respected as the persons who represent you locally by central government politicians. I long to see the day where central government politicians look at local governance as the body that speaks for the people where they live. I remember the slogan, the Bahamas Air slogan, we don't fly here, we live here. And they need to understand that.
He makes this appeal to residents.
Go to the polls on June 23rd and vote for your practitioners because they live with you. They understand you. They feel what you feel. Never mind those central government politicians, they love you too, but they don't really know what you feel. And so I encourage you to take it serious. Don't forget us, because we are the people you can touch anytime. Anytime. My office is open. Everyone here is available to you.
Residents in East Grand Bahama getting an opportunity to give their input on how authorities can address the crime situation in the country during a town meeting at the East End Primary School in High Rock last night. Sabrina Brown has this story.
A team of police officers taking time out to talk one-on-one with residents of East Grand Bahama Thursday night during a public forum. Officer in charge of the Eastern Division, Superintendent David DeVoe, focusing on the youth of the nation, said many young people become victims of crime because of bad choices. He said that's why we need to get back to basics.
It takes a village to raise a child. Everybody needs to get on deck. Everybody needs to assist. Because at the end of the day, everybody lives in the community. So if something bad happens, everybody feels the effect.
Superintendent DeVoe recalled the days when Bahamian families lived by biblical principles.
Thou shalt not kill. I think that's still relevant today. Still relevant. Thou shalt not steal. In fact, in those days, if for any reason you go contrary, you steal, you brought the name of the family down. They had pride in that name. But nowadays, it's like nothing. Folks do as they please, do what they want to do, and there are no repercussions.
Assistant Administrator Sherrick Ellis called on residents to support the police and not to condone crime.
When the police come to us for assistance, us as community, we avoid giving the police what they need to work with.
Thank you.
The police can't solve a crime because 9 out of 10 times they're not going to commit a crime if the police is present.
Thank you.
So 9 out of 10 times when you violate the law, the police are not going to be around. Some of us in the community see some things. Thank you, brother. But we refuse to assist the police. And then we wonder why our children are in the position that they're in.
While officials encouraged residents to work together to establish community initiatives, Reverend Cecil Kemp shared how he's teaching young people in East End to produce their own food.
I showed them how to mix the soil. I showed them how to put the seeds in the pot. Every child from 3 years old up to 29 years old. Over 29 kids, 33 a week before, to show them how to grow things, because this is what we need.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Switching gears now to American women arrested at the Freeport Harbor yesterday after they were reportedly found in possession of dangerous drugs. Now, police tell us that the 22-year-old and a 30-year-old were preparing to board a vessel when a routine search uncovered 1.4 pounds of suspected heroin strapped to the body of one of the women. Police were notified and both females were arrested. The estimated street value of the heroin said to be around $50,000. Both suspects are expected to be arraigned before the magistrate's court. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The government working diligently to take the country's social assistance program to the next level as the demand for social services remain high. The Ministry of Social Services and Community Development is in the process of establishing a new and improved way of assisting its clients. The minister responsible, Melanie Griffin, says this new initiative will change the way food coupons are issued.
As a part of the social safety net reform program that we have coming in, which includes a conditional cash transfer, that's a whole story for another day, but that's where we're changing the system of how we deliver social service, social assistance now. But with the coming into of this program, which we hope will be very, very soon, we'll be able to have this debit card, which will take the place of the food coupon, and then it will only be able to be used in certain stores.
Now, residents on Grand Bahama will soon have to report to a new location for social assistance. The Department of Social Services is in the process of relocating to the Sun Plaza on West Settlers Way. And time is winding down for the first Grand Bahama Health Summit. The conclave, to be held in late June, will review the National Health System Strategic Plan. Now, safety and security were among the many issues impacting public health, and that will be up for discussion during the one-day parley. Chief of Security Philip Embrister is one of the coordinators of this upcoming event.
Safety and security is paramount in any health facilities because it dictates the quality of service you would get when you present yourself for your treatment or for medical care. In an environment like this, doctors, nurses, or healthcare professionals need to feel safe when administering health care. So it is important that they be in an environment that is conducive for treatment. We are trying to do just that.
Now, that conference is set for June 23rd at the Grand Lucana Resort, and it is scheduled to attract healthcare workers and other stakeholders from throughout the island. The Kiwanis Club of 8 Mile Rock building communities and investing in the health of the youth. The club will join forces with Urban Renewal of 8 Mile Rock next Saturday to host free medical and dental screenings for children 5 to 12 at the 8 Mile Rock Clinic. Next Saturday's health screenings are the latest outreach effort by Kiwanis in the Western District. Dr. Michael Darville and dentist Dr. Charlene Reed Morris will conduct the screenings. The Kiwanis is a worldwide organization for persons desiring personal involvement in leadership and improving their communities. Today, Kiwanis can be found in high schools, colleges, Key Club International, and Circle K. Stay with us. Ricardo Liborn is up next with a check on sports.
Everybody, it's time for Sports and Ricardo Lightborn. 8 days at IWF World Relays Bahamas at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. 49 countries will compete over 2 days, May 24th and 25th. Now, on Saturday, Bahamians are being urged to wear that aqua, and then on Sunday, wear the gold. Next week is going to be a great time. Well, the girls on the soccer pitch Thursday at the Arthur Paris Marynab High School Soccer League playoffs. We start firstly at the YMCA field. The Sunland Lady Stingers and the Igmarok Blue Jays on the pitch in semifinal play with a spot in the finals on the line. The Blue Jays picking up the pace and in the match took advantage of the Stingers' miscues on defense. Sunland played tough and kept the pressure on the Blue Jays. Igmarok understood the situation and the girls' defense stood up. This was a tussle game, folks. Neither team able to get much offensive momentum, and they call it no advantage. Igmarok would not have it and went to pressure soccer. The Stingers' defense held up. It's called a bash. Sunland goalie with the ball, the free kick. The Blue Jays got an opportunity here and a great position, but blew the shot. That stuff is going to hurt. Sunland ball got a corner kick here. Blue Jays defense went to the ball to only have the handball call, and that's a penalty. The penalty kick by the Stingers, that's good. 3-0 is the score. Sunland Stingers held on for the 3-0 win and will face the Bishop Michael Alden Warriors in the finals. BMES, they defeated Tabernacle 1-0 in their game. Let's go to the junior girls semifinals. The Canada National taking on Sister Mary Patricia Russell Panthers. The Little Bucks were aggressive and took it right to the Panthers. A number of shots at goal. This one was wide. Sister Mary Patricia mustering and trying to get some kind of offense going, but LIS counted every time. Here comes Canada National. They good clear here with the ball and shot, but watch the hand violation, and that means a penalty kick. LIS with the penalty, counted. The Buccaneers up 3-0 and cruising. Canada National advance to the finals with the win, and will take on the Tabernacle Junior Falcons. The Falcons defeated the Warriors 1-0. And on the line, folks, bragging rights. Now the girls' finals all set for Monday at the YMCA field. Earlier today, the Tabernacle Falcons won the junior boys title with a 1-0 win over the Bishop Michael Alden Warriors. Goalkeeper Canoe Miller was named the MVP. The senior boys final set for Tuesday. Now this is coming in to us, the Aram Lewis, Demetrius Pinder primary and high school relays that were scheduled for tomorrow at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. They tell me that they have canceled it. It can't be weather, but anyhow, no try. The Bahamas Basketball Federation will be very busy this weekend in New Providence as well as here. BBF also congratulating the Grand Bahama Shipyard Cruisers winning the Division I national title and extending an invite to those players to try out for the men's national team. The YMCA gym is the venue now. They've changed it from St. George's for that tryout tonight. BBF President Charlie Softy Rubens and assistant coach Stephen Barnes and Mario Boleg will be there for those sessions.
We are getting ready to travel for CBC in July, on July 1st to the 5th, and the girls from the 8th to the 16th. So therefore, you know, we practiced in Nassau last weekend with our senior men, and this year we are coming to Grand Bahama. And those people who believe, senior men who believe that they can make the team, they are welcome to come to trials. Trials will be from 7 to 9 to Friday night, and on Saturday morning from 9 to 12.
Well, the practice sessions are open to all those guys who feel they can make the national team, and you are to be there on time tonight.
Sometimes when you close practices, you feel like you have the best, but I don't believe in that. I believe if a fella believes that he thinks he can do it, and I've been around the national team forever, then they should be willing to come out. When you have things like this, Ricardo, especially on the senior level, you got to let a senior man cut himself. But all senior guys always believe that they can make the national team, so they're freely welcome to come out and try out.
Well, folks, that's going to be at the YMCA gym. They changed it from the St. George's gym. See if you can make the team tonight and also tomorrow. Well, the Bahamas Baseball Federation is in Abaco this weekend, folks, and the Bahamas Golf Federation is on Grand Bahama this weekend. All juniors in action. Well, they tell me they can't find the tape. Let's go to softball. Well, Grand Bahama Softball Association was scheduled to play some games tonight. We've been also told that they have actually canceled those games because of the weather constraints. They're going to try and see if they can get those games in for you tomorrow. That's again if weather is permitting for you. You have at 5:30 Container Port and Pat's Crossing. We'll go at it. The Cooper's Destroyers also going to play tomorrow. They're going to take on the West End Marlins. And also in the last one, you have Statoil and Pat's are going to try and play, and we'll see how that all works out and see where it goes. Okay, they tell me they've got everything under control in the back. The human element is out of the game. Let's go to our young people. The Bahamas Baseball Federation 9-10 mini tournament starts tonight at the Cooperstown Ballpark in Abaco. The teams, Legacy Baseball, Junior Baseball League of Nassau, Spanish Wells Baseball League, and the host, North Abaco Baseball. North Abaco and Legacy will be on the diamond in just a few moments. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, it is Junior Baseball League of Nassau and Spanish Wells. JBLN and Legacy play 11:30. It's round robin, 6 innings of play or 3 hours, and it's the Mercy Rule. The championship will be played on Sunday, and your sponsors for the tournament, the Grandma Port Authority, GV Power Company, Focal Insurance Management, Summit Insurance, the Shoe Village, BTC Pelican Bay, and Gatorade. Let's now go to golf. The Bahamas Golf Federation Junior National Championship is going to come to Grand Bahama, and these hot shots will be in the field. Xavier Robinson will compete in the boys 11-13 and ready to play. Aaron Bastian, he's in the 14-15 division and eager to get on the golf course. Cameron Riley is eager to earn a spot on the Bahamas national team. Chad Clark is in the field this weekend, folks, and needs his putter to wake up. The tournament is going to be played at the Grand Lucayan Reef Golf Course over 2 days. The girls' division will be extremely competitive this year, despite a few missing faces. Anthony Loon has entered the tournament. He's going to play in the 11-13 segment. The conditions this weekend will be a bit testy for the junior golfers. Alex Turnquest, he wants a spot in that 14-15 qualifying segment. He's got the game and could make the cut this weekend. The boys 16-17 is stacked with talent, and Sunday they're all hoping to hear their name called as a qualifier. And don't forget also that they got flag football coming up this weekend as well. Lots of guys going to be playing. They're going to want you to bring some clothing, okay, for the Red Cross when you go to play flag football on Sunday. Well, let's go back to Easter holiday weekend in Grand Key. Yes, Sheena's still mad at me at the Big Daddy Memorial Tournament, and she's mad at me for good reason. The Big Daddy Memorial attracted a full field of anglers and lots of fish caught in Grand Key, Abaco. The Scorpion held their own in this year's tournament, posting all 6 categories and a 3rd place finish overall. Franklin Cooper said mission accomplished this year.
We caught all the categories. It was a little bumpy. Got caught in the rain a couple of times, but we still had a good time.
You wanted to prove a point over here at Grand Key. Was that point proven today?
Well, you see the board. So I guess we do a little something. We had a little fun.
The R&R finished out of the money, but guess what? In the game this time, big time for you folks on the 2nd place in the Jacks. Jesse Mulheron said it was simply give and take there, and the crew loved it.
It looked pretty nasty this morning. Ended up being a beautiful day. We caught a bunch of barracuda, and caught a nice jack. So we had a pretty good day.
What has been your draw to fish Grand Key?
We've been coming here for years. We used to fish at Walker's all the time, and we've always come to Rosie's, so we've had a great time here. So we love coming over here.
The Slap Happy was charged. They won the biggest grouper, 3rd in Yellowtail. Brooke McIntosh said it best, teamwork and a good tournament.
We ran about 80 to 84 feet of water, and the groupers was there.
Well, they were there, and I can see from what you guys did today, you guys worked as a team.
Oh, man, my pastor say, take them to Jesus. We did a good job. We did an excellent job today. I mean, the whole team was together. I mean, some point in time, we, 1 or 2 get a little sick, but hey, we pulled through. Our job was to take the grouper from the Flanagans, and I think that's what we did today.
The Allen Seas won the tournament. The people of Grand Key Abaco won the hearts of the anglers and visitors. That was a great time over there in Grand Key. We're ready for a great weekend. Let's look at sports weather. Comes your way right next.